What up, people of YouTube? It's K Dubious here. Recently ordered the Marvel Disk Wars figures from Bandai off of Taobao. It's basically like the Chinese equivalent of eBay, if you ask me. But I got these in bulk. They came loose and no accessories, but really happy with them. They actually got really good articulation, good range of motion. They have this ball joint in here that I don't know if you can see that, but you can spin it around and it actually bends, so you just get real good range of motion on the arms. The legs have a I don't know what you call it, but I mean just bends back and forth, pops into here, but you can actually rotate the calf and everything, and it stays on there pretty good. Good range of motion though. They got the torso that gets them real good range of motion. But this is Hulk of that line. And the reason why I got him up here with some similar scaled figures is because you can see it's a little bit shorter than you might want him to be to fit in with Marvel Universe, but he does work well with some of the other stuff. This is the World of Nintendo Link, and the main reason why I wanted to show him is because if you have him, the articulation of these guys is very similar with this ball joint here. Let's see if I can get it to focus here. Nope, can't. Well, the ball joint in him is very similar to the ball joints of these Marvel Disk Wars figures, but they're really cool figures. I highly recommend them. The plastic is almost like a rubber. It feels way different than what I'm used to feeling for our action figures wise. But that's Hulk there, and he's the only reason why I bought them. But I'm real happy I got them all because they're just so neat. Here's Iron Man. He can get pretty dynamic with his poses as well, but a lot of his armor and everything kind of limits some of his range of motion. Same type of ball joint in there with the spin, bend. Works really well. Cool figure. Got, ball jointed neck. Same torso articulation. A little bit more limited than what Hulk can get. Really good range of motion in the hips. Unfortunately, with some of these other figures, though, they don't have the ankle articulation, and that kind of really hinders them. If you can get you can get a good pose if you're holding their foot down and you get them where you want them, but honestly I got very little complaints about most of these Marvel Disk Wars from Bandai. Really cool stuff. That's Iron Man there. Let me throw out Captain next. Also a really cool figure. He's kind of scrawny compared to what we're used to seeing with Captain America, but all these are a little bit like, these are probably true 3.75 as opposed to Marvel Universe and some of the other scales being a little bit bigger. But Captain America, cool look to him. Again, he suffers from not having ankles, but everything else is similar to Hulk. All of it works real well. Another weird thing about these, and I don't know if this is just because I got it from Taobao or what it is, but got this hole in his head, so figure I'd show that too. Don't know what that's for, but it is there. Can't be blocking Hulk like that. Hold on. Alright. Next up, we'll do Spider-Man. I think this is a really cool figure, just because the way this articulation works, you can get Spider-Man holding some really cool poses. It doesn't take much for him to look like he's in action, to be honest. I mean, just real cool stuff. Again, got the same, all of them have the same articulation. It all works real well. But yeah, he also has the hole in his head, so get him back here. And I got Hulk holding the movie, or Thor holding the movie Mjolnir hammer, whatever the hell. And a little small, even for the 4-inch figures, but it kind of works for him. It's too small still. Only flaw I got from my batch from China there is, see if you can get to see that. His knee, just this knee is cracked slightly. I mean, it's not bad, but it is cracked on both sides. Just real hard to get you to see it there. Maybe for a second. Oh, that's it. You can see it's cracked there and on the other side, but minor flaw. Doesn't bother me. If I bought it for Thor, I might be upset, don't get me wrong, but all these guys are a bonus because I basically paid what I was willing to pay for Hulk for all of them, so I'm not complaining, and Really cool figures. Highly recommend them. Check them out.